videos, I like to talk about CrossStitch. And yeah, today is the 21st of February, and it's been 3 weeks since we talked last. And I've done a lot of stitching. There is 6 projects I would like to show you guys today, most of which I worked on as part of the Mylestönn Manor Game, but I did work a little bit on this side as well. I actually even had a new start, which I'm very excited to show you, a little one. And yeah, I think let's just get into it. I'm going to be looking down here at my cross-stitch planner, which I've shown you last time, and I kept using it, and I'm actually quite happy with it. So the main section I was interested in was really just the monthly overviews to kind of just decorate. Really, I was just on a decorating kick, so I'm kind of, oops, I lost my sticker booklet. I'm just choosing a color in January. I had greenish, and now in February I chose pink because of Valentine's Day and all. And I'm just basically writing down which project I worked on and how many stitches I did. If I have no stitch day, I'm just using a big sticker to cover up the day. And yeah, it's just a way for me to have fun and burn through my stickers. I had a sticker subscription for a while, so I never used up these stickers. So yay, I'm really loving this. And then I actually added some tabs here for the month, and then also up top for my Mylestönn Manor Game, because there are a few sections in here that I didn't really know how to use, because one of those sections, for instance, was the works in progress, where you're supposed to put in all your projects. But as you guys know, I have my separate journal for that, which I actually still haven't started putting in my projects. But I want to. So I didn't really want to do it here. And then I figured I can just put in my Mylestönn Manor rooms, so to speak. So I only put in the ones that I have assigned. I actually haven't even visited those 2 rooms, but oh well. And I'm just going to keep track of the milestones I hit as part of the game, kind of in this fashion, so I can, at the end, look at it and see how much progress I gained on those projects as part of the game. So that's really fun. And I'm also keeping track of all the turns, because there were these pages where you could basically like put down a wish list, all the projects that you want to start or that you just want to buy maybe one day. And I thought that was a good amount of space to write down all my single turns. So this is where we spoke last, just as a preview. I did a few turns since last time, and yeah, I color coded them. So the last, I don't know, 12 turns or something were just between 2 rooms. So yeah, those 2 projects got a lot done. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. So I'll have this one down here so I can hopefully kind of retrace the amount of stitches I needed to do and things like that. But yeah, so when we talked last, I just came out of the dining room into the hallway, or I guess my life update kicked me there, but I was heading there anyways. And that was my Loon project. My Loon is my oldest project, it is my oldest project. And this is how it's going to look like once it is done. And it's based on the amazing Grace chart from Heaven and Earth Designs. The artwork is by David Bartlett, but he had a swan in here. I took out the swan, put in a loon, put in the shadow figure, and then I recharted this thing. So based on Heaven and Earth Designs. And I think I rolled, I don't need to think, I have it here. I rolled for 1,680 stitches, and I added pretty much that, 1,684 stitches since last time. So last time I was still working kind of in this first row. I finished that and then started the next row, because I'm working this one in the Royal Rose, even though there's no trace of that. There's no part threads, because towards the end I was just really anxious to be done with the stitches. I was getting tired of it for sure. So I actually started working on the last 3 towers in one go, just working in all my part threads. And then I have this rule, because technically you part below with the Royal Rose, but I don't like that, so I'm just stitching in the stitches if I have to part below. So that's why all the part threads are gone. But when I'll go back to it, I will start parking again, because this is actually the high confetti area up here. This with the feathers is actually not so bad. It's a little bit more clear what you're stitching on and stuff, but here the loon has like all these light spots on the top of his wings, so this is where the high confetti is. So I'll be parking next time, you'll see, probably. But yeah, really happy with this. I actually did reach a milestone. I added another 10%, so now this project is at 40.49%. So that was really nice to hit that milestone. And obviously not lose a life and gain an experience point. But as I was still working on one of my objective cards here, the Mylestönn cards, where I still needed to go in the kitchen in order to get the reward, that's where I headed. I went into the kitchen and I kind of didn't come out of it. Because, yeah, that's when I basically started, like, there is 5 turns in the kitchen that I did on my next project. And the next project is Ragnarok. So I'm not going to show you all the in-betweens of all my turns. I'm just going to kind of show you where I am right now. I'm actually still in the kitchen. Just this morning, I rolled for another 850 stitches. But the project I'm talking about is Ragnarok by Long Dog Samplers. And it's kind of about Norse mythology. There's like a ton of little stories that are kind of alluded to here. I really like this piece. It's my first Long Dog sampler. I don't know if it's going to be my last, but I'm not going to start one before I finish this one. And I'm doing this on linen, a 32 count? No, 36 count linen, which I hand dyed myself. I also dyed the floss. The floss is silk. And yeah, I did a ton. So since last time, I added 3,703 stitches. So I'm probably gonna need to make some room for the before. Yeah, but since last time, I completed this horse. Hang on, my needle minder is sitting on top. And as I kind of warned, that was worth a milestone for sure, finishing that horse. So that was really nice. And since then, I actually, from the horse, I jumped then over to the raven. I don't know, was it there? I don't think it was there at all. I think I started stitching in the leaf, completed the leaf, and then I did the raven. I actually did a little reel on Instagram. Maybe you caught that. I actually counted that as a milestone as well. In hindsight, I kind of canceled that because what I did then, I took the piece and separated it out into pages. So this is my very precise delineation of where all the page breaks are. So I finished the horse, and then I actually decided that I want to include this leaf and this little acorn as well in that page. So I only had the raven and that leaf done. So I kind of took away my milestone in hindsight, but it was okay. It didn't mess with the things I already did too much, because with hitting a milestone on the horse, I actually got to draw another card, which I did on that reel. And the card that I pulled was this one, which told me to defeat the whip in the kitchen, which is what I just did. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to draw the card. So that's why I'm now bouncing back and forth between the pantry and the kitchen, because I'm trying to defeat the whip in the kitchen. And I'm still working on that. But I think with my turn that I have rolled just now, I might be able to do that and complete this page. So what I'm working on right now is this leaf down here, which I want to finish, and then I want to finish the branch he's sitting on, and then that acorn that is still there, which will get me to the page finish or motif finish, and that will be the milestone to complete that card. I actually also completed this card in the meantime, which was just 3 common rooms, and that got me a reroll. And that reroll, I don't remember what turn it was, but it was ridiculous. So I actually already used that. I don't even know. I think it was for the winter piece, because what I rolled was 9 plus 5 times 10. And there was like no stitches. So I decided to re-roll. Then I rolled 2 plus 7, 2 plus 5 times 10. So yay, 70 stitches. That was a waste of a re-roll, but whatever. That's how the game works. So yes, super happy with that. And yeah, the reason why I kept going back into the pantry is because I obviously have to go through the kitchen in order to go to the pantry. And I'm assuming I'm going to be quite done with that project once I defeated the whip in the kitchen. So I wanted to take advantage of the fact that I have access to the pantry, because I will not want to go through the kitchen in order to get into the pantry again. And the project in the pantry, which also got a little bit of work, but not too much because I kept just rolling nothing, is my winter piece. So here, this is what the winter piece will look like once it's done. I purchased this one from an Etsy store called Pax Closet, and this might have been my second full coverage that I started, not quite sure. And I was really just drawn to the colors a lot. I do like the vibe of the image. I keep saying I'm probably not going to put it up my wall, but I do like it. And I actually do enjoy stitching on it because now something new is appearing. So I had a page finish on this one since last you've seen it, and I'm now working on the next page. So I added, how many stitches did I add? 1,467 stitches since last time. I guess I can show you a little bit more. So the page finish was this one. I really was only missing this corner here because when I started stitching this piece, I was kind of just completing this arch here, but I've since started working page by page because I just like that. And yeah, now I'm working on this page, and you can definitely see that tree that's coming out here. So a lot of the colors on this page, and I do finish my thread, which is why I'm still completing stuff outside my page. I don't want to have page lines in the end. But yeah, so the page finish was the only milestone I hit on this. Because yeah, I kept rolling nothing on this project. Like my last turn was 90 stitches on this. I did that just this morning. So yeah, but it is fun. It was nice to get a little bit more progress in this because I haven't really worked on this properly in forever. So I am enjoying getting at least a little bit of progress. I was hoping for more, but oh well. So yeah, that is this project, and I'm already done with the Mylestönn Manor stitching because I pulled out some other projects in the meantime, I guess. So the next project, I don't even remember which one, but I guess I'm just gonna show you my Snowman Cottage next. This is one from Gecko Rouge, which I actually got off of their Patreon, and I'm gonna have to insert an image of what the final image will look like. I cropped that one, so to speak. Basically moved the bottom up a little bit to get rid of some pink snow that I didn't like too much, and I added, since you've last seen it, 935 stitches. And this is where I am. So I basically worked on the second chimney. I had a page finish on this one as well, but those are very easy pages because I decided not to stitch the snow in the top here. It's technically a full coverage, but I dyed my fabric actually on an opalescent, and I was trying to achieve snowy texture, which I think I succeeded. So I'm not stitching the snow, just the defining lines of the snow fields. And yeah, and the next page had the second chimney in, so I got a lot of that done. I really like how the smoke out of the chimneys looks kind of cool, quite realistic, I find. So yeah, working this one, the top row over, I'm gonna have a tiny little bit of margin because I was drunk when I started this, or slightly drunk, not completely, but yeah, definitely wasn't paying attention there. But it will fit, hopefully. I'm still not halfway though. I think the halfway mark is roughly where that needle minders. But yeah, here I can show you the full fabric. There's a few pink areas because of that pink snow. I was thinking maybe to even not stitch the pink snow, but I'll decide that once I actually get down there. But yeah, really, really loving this. Oh, the artist is Kate Brazier and charted by Gecko Rouge. Yay, love it, love it. Speaking of Gecko Rouge, though, maybe I'll talk about that right now before I forget, because I've been looking at their charts. I've been kind of wanting to get another Gecko Rouge kit, maybe. And I really like the artwork of Anita Inverarity. I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering that name of the artist. Let me check. I didn't even write down her name here. But yeah, I think that is her name. And because they had the Gecko Boo just released, actually not from her, sorry, I'm mixing this up now, but Anna from the Alchemist Stitcher, you know she's my kind of stitching friend, my stitching online friend. And we've started another Gecko Rouge kit, which I haven't worked on also in quite a while together. But anyways, she keeps showing this Gecko Boo from Anita Inverarity on her channel, and I really like that artwork. And they actually just released a companion piece for that, and I do like it, but a little bit. But that one is very, probably gonna insert an image so you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what that one's called, but it has just a lot of gray and black. So as much as I like the image, I don't think I would enjoy stitching that one so much. And then I was browsing around for another one because I like the style of the art. I think that's what's drawing me to those images, and the one that Anna is stitching as well. And then I was just browsing the webpage actually of the artist herself, and she has a ton of images, and she actually did a tarot as well. And I believe the image that I'm thinking about now is also part of that. I might have to confirm that on screen, but there is one artwork of hers called a synchronicity, and I'll pop in an image here. And I love that one. And I actually love it so much that I wrote to Glenn, the owner of Gecko Rouge, and he does all the charting with them, and was like, here, you already have her as an artist in your repertoire. What about that image? I really, really love this. Do you think it might be possible for you to eventually chart this and offer it as a kit? And he actually replied pretty quickly and was like, yeah, I actually do love this artwork as well. I'm going to ask the artist for it. So I'm like, that's awesome. So maybe not too far from right now. I have no idea. I mean, I haven't been updated, but he actually just released a post on the Facebook group and he's starting to work on a brand new design. So I have my fingers crossed for that to be a synchronicity, because I'll certainly will be first in line to purchase that kit if that one shows up, if it doesn't end up too huge. I'm really keeping my fingers crossed that he doesn't have to make it too big. But yeah, I guess we'll see. I mean, I'm not going to stitch a project with like 500,000 stitches. I think that would be too much, especially from Gecko Rouge. I think there's also a limit to how much I'm willing to spend on a kit, because Gecko Rouge is quite pricey. Rightly so, though. But yeah, so I'm hoping it'll just be a normal sized image, and then I'll definitely be buying that one because I love the image, I love the colors, I love the art style, and I trust in the charting from Gecko Rouge that it'll also be awesome to stitch. So yeah, if you do like that one as well and want to buy it or be able to buy it at one point from Gecko Rouge, why don't you drop him a message as well? Because if that is not the one that he's going to start working on super soon, maybe it'll be the next one in line if he sees there is more interest in that artwork. So yeah, just as a quick interlude before we go to the next piece, I guess, which is a new start that I had in December. Not like you've seen it before. It's not a new start for this episode. But it's one I've only stitched on once, and then I kind of just dropped the ball because I started this one and then just got obsessed. But I felt a little bit bad because yeah, I started this one together with Steph from Wild Fox Stitchery, and if you've been with me before, you might know which project's coming, because that is the Fool from Yuriko Shirou, which I purchased when Thread Geeks, that was Thread Geeks, right? When Thread Geeks still had human artists in their line. So I purchased them. This image is since retired. I'm not aware of any other cross-stitch company, charting company that has taken on this artist. If anybody knows about that, please let me know. I'd be super curious. I know Chris who also was with Thread Geeks. She is now with Unconventional X-Stitch, but I don't believe Yuriko Shirou's pieces are. So as far as I know, this artwork isn't available anymore. But yeah, I just added a few more stitches. I added 785. I actually moved the hoop since last time, which I don't really know why. I guess because of the whip parade, and then I just went down a little bit to have more room. And this is one that I haven't really been telling you about counts or anything. Most of them? No, there aren't. Anyways, this one is 25 count. Easy guide. Swigert Lugana, I believe. And yeah, I'm doing this one, Extreme Cross Country, and I finally can remember the word. I'm always looking for extreme. With a black first, because that will make out the image quite nicely, and I think a lot of following colors kind of gather around the black, so that'll be nice to stitch after once I kind of defined where stuff is situated. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I do really like it, and I hope to pull it out a few more times, kind of when I'm sick of Ragnarok stitching or whatever I'm on the Mylestönn Manor for sure. But yeah, so not too much progress here, but yeah, enjoying this. Really happy with how this is coming along, and stitching this with DMC threads. I'm sorry, I'm kind of forgetting all the usual things I'm supposed to say. Not sure why I'm so in my head right now. But yeah, the last piece is a new start for real, and it is a very, very small one. And I actually, hang on. I do have an image to show you, because it is from this book, which is actually a physical book that I purchased from Max Pideon, who is a non-full coverage designer, and I really like his minimalistic style. And I got this forever ago, and I haven't stitched a single thing from this, even though I got this book like over a year ago. So I finally started one. Hang on, where is it? And the piece I started is Winter Walk. I figured, because it's still quite wintry in Germany, and I really like this one, that I want to start this. And I had it all ready, I had it kitted up, I had the saga chart. I mean, this is a paper chart, I'm not going to show you the chart, and I just virtually redrew it into my saga software. And I did a tiny little change with his eyes. I think you'll see that in my stitched piece, because I actually added quite a bit. I'm already at 26.8%, but obviously you get there very, very fast. So this is where I'm at. This is my new start, and I really, really like it. So I started in the top center because my piece was much longer than I needed it to. I could tell, so I wanted to start up top. So I started in the middle on this tree, and I mainly worked just in the background trees. There's still some snowflakes missing, and these trees that you just see as a silhouette right now is still going to be filled out. But I also started on the bear, and yeah, there you can see I left some holes for eyes because I didn't like that he didn't have eyes. But yeah, this is, I believe, an 18 count. Some kind of Zweigart, a printed fabric, so it's white on the back. So neat on the back. The non-full coverage always looks so nice. I think, yeah. When you stitch full coverage, you stop worrying about your back because it's just looking ridiculous back there. But yeah, with the non-full coverage, I can see why people aim to have like a super neat back. But yeah, so that's fun. How many stitches? I already told you. No, I didn't. 832. So yeah, it's a very small piece. Hopefully I won't take too long stitching on this. Not planning to make this a room in the Mylestönn Manor game because that wouldn't get me very far, I don't think, in terms of turns. But yeah, so that's all the projects I've been stitching on, and yeah, actually kept it somewhat short. Again, I'm gonna continue working on my Ragnarok piece, but I think that will actually complete this prompt, defeat the whip in the kitchen, because I'm currently at 2 out of 3 Mylestönn points, and I already did a sneak peek. I know with my 800 and some stitches that I have to stitch that I will be able to complete the page that I'm currently working on. This one, Raven. And I'll actually be starting on another page after. I wanna put like the remaining stitches that I have after I finish that page. I want to start working on this page because I kind of want to find the next corner and then work the piece right to left, because that's just how it makes sense to me, because I stitched that one in hand. So yeah, that's the plan on this one. And yeah, and then I'll get to draw a new one and see where it leads me. And I really hope it doesn't lead me into freaking kitchen again, because I've had enough kitchen stitching. I guess I could take the pantry, but that obviously means I have to go through the kitchen. But yeah, I'm really hoping to go kind of on the stairs, because my tarot card is sitting on the stairs and I just haven't been there. So I want to kind of explore my mansion a little bit more and go into other rooms. But I'm still locked in my kind of first area. But again, I haven't even visited all the rooms in my first area, so I'm not too stressed about it. Okay, so actually this didn't take too long. So maybe I will actually insert some images, and maybe I'll just start with that right now, because I've started to do some art journaling again. Like last week I had a whole, I don't know, weird day. I was really in my head that day, and I was really craving art journaling. I was like, cross stitch is taking over my life right now. I can't have that. I can't just do cross stitch. I want to do my art again. And that then reminded me that I did promise you guys to show you some of my art journal spreads that I did. And you could choose which one you liked, or if you like any, that you might want to stitch. And I would kind of choose the winner then according to what you guys liked the best, and we'll charge that. And I'll probably put up, I don't know how to do this, because what I'm also interested in next to the image that you like the best is also what size you like. Because I mean, there will be full coverage, that's for sure, because there are full art journal spreads, as you're probably going to be seeing while I'm talking here already. But I guess I don't really know what you guys enjoy in terms of size, because I highly doubt anybody is interested to stitch like a max color, max size, whatever, 900 stitches wide image of my artwork. I don't think it's necessary. So I'm thinking, in my head, I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of 300 by 400-ish size. So tell me if that is something, in terms of that artwork, if that is something you're interested in. Just let me know. Just let me know which one you like, which one you could see yourself stitching, and vote on that. And then also let me know kind of the size that you would envision this one in. And then I guess I'll just go from there. So yeah, just drop in the comments. I guess I'll put some numbers or a name. I think I'm going to put a name of the chart, like a one-word name that you can refer to the image that you liked best. And or let me know if you like multiple ones, but definitely your favorite, that we can kind of see which one as a group you guys would like to stitch, and then I would chart that one and eventually make it available to my viewers. And yeah. Sorry, I just swallowed air. Okay, but that is all I have. Maybe the pictures just keep going on with some music or something. I don't know how long that will take, but how about leave me an emoji? Leave me an emoji that alludes to your favorite artwork here, even though if you're not interested in stitching one. And that is all from me, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye bye.